Welcome to Brief Briefing, where I bring the digital news to you. Today we have Whitecat listing on Uniswap at 10:11 a.m. UTC time. Here you can see the total supply of Whitecat, current circulating supply, the initial price on Uniswap, and the liquidity and for the amount of time that will be provided. What is YCAT? CatX.finance, that's what it is. CatX.io is a centralized exchange that is looking likely to break into the DeFi space. That is why they have minted YCAT. And the pre-sale is live. What is UTC time? Oh no, it's closed. Yeah, sorry. It already closed. It's launching on Uniswap. UTC time is this. Here you go. Let's say you're in Romania. Right now, UTC time, your time, it's 11:38. Let's say you're in Los Angeles. Then your UTC time right now would be 1:38. I mean, UTC time is 9:38 around the whole freaking planet. That's why it's coordinated universal time. And it launches between 10 a.m., 11 a.m. UTC time. Though it is, in all honesty, this token is going to be volatile. It is going to be radioactive. Do not trade unless you have experience in trading. I'm talking about experience before there was even cryptocurrency. Just trading experience in general. Otherwise, go look for a financial advisor. Do not risk your money. Don't risk it. All right, so Ethereum miners oppose Ethereum buyback proposal. Debates over EIP 1559 have surfaced within the Ethereum community. Miners argue that the update will increase the blockchain centralization. Key takeaways. Yep. EIP 1559 sparks debate. Members of the Ethereum community are facing a roadblock over EIP 1559. Discussions surrounding the updates surfaced in the 1559 fee market thread on the ETH and the Discord channel this week. During the debate, miners contested the update, pointing to the risk of centralization and attacks. EIP 1559 involves burning gas fees and hopes to reduce the spikes when the network is congested. Tim Byko, a coordinator for the various implementers and researchers working on EIP 1559, explained to Crypto Briefing how the update should benefit the network. It makes it easier for transactions to be included. First, it makes the price a transaction should pay to be included explicit in the protocol. By having the base fee in the block header, it also allows blocks to be up to 200 times full, meaning an average blocks have rooms for marginal transactions, which means that your transaction is included quicker than today. The base fee, the minimum a transaction needs to pay to be included in a block, also needs to be burned to avoid being manipulated by miners. Therefore, when the demand for transactions increase, so does the amount burned. It creates a deflationary pressure that Byko refers to as an ETH buyback for holders. Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin first proposed the EIP 1559 update with the help of Eric Connor, and the team has been working on it for the last year. Once Ethereum 2.0 completes, it could make ETH a deflationary asset. Miners oppose update. Ethereum miners will lose revenue from part of the transaction fees being burned, though BICO notes that they'll still receive the full block reward as well as tips for each transaction. Opposition to EIP 1559 was evident in the Discord conversation this week when a few miners shared their thoughts on potential centralization issues and attack. One user going by the alias Just a Researcher said that miners will start colluding if you attack your revenue stream. Buddy, we will collude. Another called Super wrote, I honestly think the hodlers do not deserve any of the profits the miners make. Super went on to claim that EIP 1559 would make the network more centralized. In theory, is that when mining becomes less profitable for users once gas fees are burned? It could be denominated by a small number of entities with large-scale mining infrastructure. BICO countered their argument, stating that there should be a link between the network usage and its value. Although, think about it, if they start burning the block rewards and just issue the 2 Ethereum per blocks reward, small scale mining operations won't be able to operate. They're logically, just thinking about it, I mean, all the US, everyone in Europe, I mean, a lot of people around the world would just shut down their Ethereum miners, bringing down the hash rate at a pretty breakneck pace. I mean, it would give the opportunity for some of the big boys to talk about and be like, okay, guys, when the hash rate starts to collapse, we're going to go ahead and do a double spend attack, and we're going to walk away, and it's going to be hilarious. It's been proven in time, regardless analysis, that 1559 does not make collusion or attacks easier. He told Crypto Briefing while it would be a problem if 51% of miners opposed the update, a proof of work network would also lose security if over 51% of miners were able to collude. Ethereum ready supply reduction. Many members of the Ethereum community shares BICO's viewpoint. By reducing the supply of tokens with EIP 1559, ETH holders benefit from the asset becoming more scarce and the long-term security it brings to the network. Discussions over the update continued on Twitter, when one user suggested that EIP 1559 needs to be shipped now. BICO posted a thread stating why he thinks a later implementation could be more beneficial. Yeah, he does not want to implement it because the reason I stated. Here's the EIP. Go ahead, comment, make an account over on GitHub. Also comment below. Like and subscribe. Let them know what you think of EIP 1559. Is it a good idea to put the whole network at risk? So that's the whales, get a little bump. Biden and the Fed embark on fresh multi-trillion-dollar Bitcoin marketing campaign. Bitcoin soared through 2020 in part due to the US Federal Reserve's effectively printing more than $3 trillion. The unprecedented stimulus measures led to many big-name and institutional investors piling into Bitcoin, led by billionaire hedge fund manager Paul Tudor Jones, who named Bitcoin as the fast horse in the race to beat inflation. Now, after Tapper talk from Fed officials over the last week raised eyebrows among Bitcoin and equity investors, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has stamped out suggestions the central banks Massive bomb buying campaign could be headed for a premature reduction, just as US President elect Joe Biden has unveiled a 1.9 coronavirus relief proposal. He is trying to cure it so we can walk around without having to wear hazmat suits. That is nice. Not having to wear a hazmat suit to go buy groceries. Powell, who was named a Forbes Person of the Year in crypto last month for his 1 trillion Bitcoin marketing campaign, said on Thursday, "It's too early to talk about making any changes to the central bank's easy monetary policy stance. I mean, come on, I gotta get on with it. We know we need to be very careful in communicating about asset purchases." Exclusive large Bitcoin payments to right-wing activists a month before Capitol riot linked to foreign accounts. What? Washington, on December 8th, someone made a simultaneous transfer of 28.15 Bitcoin worth more than $500,000 at the time to 22 different virtual wallets, most of them belonging to prominent right-wing organizations and personalities. While the motivation is difficult to prove, the transfers comes just a month before the violent riot in the Capitol, which took place after President Trump's invited supporters to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and take back the country. Right-wing figures and websites, including VDare, The Daily Stormer, and Nick Fuentes, received generous donations from a Bitcoin account linked to a French cryptocurrency exchange, according to research done by software company Chainalysis, which maintains a repository of information about public cryptocurrency exchanges and whose tools aid in government law enforcement and private sector investigations. Chainalysis investigated the donations after Yahoo News shared the data points about the transactions. According to one source familiar with the matter, the suspicious December 8th transaction, along with a number of other pieces of intelligence, has prompted law enforcement and intelligence agencies in recent days to actively investigate the sources of funding for the individuals who participated in the Capitol insurrection, as well as their networks. The government is hoping to prevent future attacks, but also to uncover potential foreign involvement in or support of right-wing activists, the source said. And that is something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, like and subscribe to other people around you as well. Get along, people. Get about your day. There is no need for hate. No need. When to trade Bitcoin when Saturn crosses Mercury, of course. Remember, this is not investment advice. I am pure entertainment. London, Reuters, Bitcoin seems so flighty. Some might argue you may as well consult a crystal ball. Read the runs or stare at the stars to divine direction of the capricious cryptocurrency. Enter Marin Altman, Bitcoin investor and astrologer. The New Yorker has been following the movements of celestial objects to predict the Bitcoin price fluctuations since last summer. And while many people might mock her methods, she has built up a 1 million strong social media following on TikTok. Last week, the 22-year-old told her followers to watch for a price correction on January 11th. Why? Saturn was going across Mercury. Woo! Thank you. Have a good one. Take care now.